and it's going to be another cold start to this day, but it's not going to be as chilly as it has been. We currently have feels like temperatures in the upper 20s and 30s across the region. And guess what? Today's actually going to be the warmest day of the week. So I know I want to make sure that I enjoy today. Temperatures should be getting up into the upper 50s and lower 60s across the viewing area. I think some spots might manage to get a little warmer than this. That's going to be very nice. Cloud cover will be present in the early parts of the day. And then as we get into the afternoon, I think skies will turn to partly cloudy to mostly sunny, just depending on where you're at. And then for tonight, temperatures drop once again. Light freeze it will be expected. Temperatures dropping into the upper 20s and lower 30s across central Texas. And then tomorrow we cool down because we're tracking a dry cold front, which by the way is not going to bring any chances for wet weather, but it is going to cool us down. So today we're in the 60s. Tomorrow we're going to be in the upper 40s and lower 50s. Some northern spots will be cooler, while some of our southern counties will be closer to that 50-degree mark. But beyond that, Saturday looks to be even chillier despite the amount of sunshine that we're going to get on Saturday. Skies and get Thursday morning. This is your meteorologist, Melissa Terrazas. Well, we made it to Thursday, which, by the way, is going to be the warmest day of the week. I've been saying it all morning. I am excited for it because today we're going to be entering the 60s. But let's get there first. Let's talk about those current conditions. We did increase some of the cloud cover here across central Texas and the Brazos Valley. Skies will turn partly cloudy as we get into later this afternoon, so we will see some bits of sunshine from time to time. Temperatures are starting off in the 30s, so we did have a light freeze in some spots, in the upper 20s for a few spots too. 29 degrees in Georgetown. We have 35 in Cameron. Marlin, you're officially at 34. Waco, you're at 36. Fairfield, 32. Bryan College Station right at 37 degrees. In Hamilton, you are also at 37 degrees. That bus stop forecast is looking this way, so as you're preparing the kids off to school, you still want to make sure that you have on those, they have on those extra layers, but you as well, especially as we're headed out to work. Skies will be And conditions will be quite chilly. Skies will be mostly cloudy, and then like I said earlier, we'll see some sunshine as we get into the afternoon. And that's actually what this graphic is showing. Temperatures starting off in the 30s, eventually breaking into those lower 40s. More sunshine. Skies will be partly cloudy to mostly sunny. Into this afternoon, reaching highs in the lower 60s for many spots, especially our northern counties. And then some areas for our southern counties and southwestern counties, a few spots might manage to get a little closer to those middle and maybe even upper 60s, really just depending on where you're at. Enjoy the warmer conditions while we have them, because we are going to be tracking a cold front, a dry one, by the way. We're not tracking any wet weather associated with this system, but it will cool us down for our Friday, which is tomorrow, with temperatures barely reaching the upper 40s, maybe lower 50s. But to sum it all up for you, 60s today, upper 40s tomorrow. So we do cool down, and we especially cool down for our Saturday. Look at that high of 37 degrees. I don't know if I'm excited or ready for that just yet. Rebounding temperatures will soon come after that. Sunday, a high of 49 degrees, and we welcome the 60s back into the forecast for Monday and Tuesday. And then we drop the temperatures for your Wednesday and Thursday, but by then we'll also be tracking chances for some inclement weather. But of course, we'll keep you updated on the very latest when it comes to that, and we'll get there when we get there. Today, 60 degrees, partly cloudy, overnight lows dropping into the upper 20s and lower 30s, so another light freeze tonight. Tomorrow, we cool down with highs only in the upper 40s, and after that, remember, we cool down for this weekend, so if you have any outdoor plans, you're going to need those layers, especially on Saturday with that high of 37. This is your meteorologist, Melissa Terrazas. Right now we're taking a live sky view overlooking Killeen. A lot more people out in the roadways this morning. We are looking at improved conditions, especially because after reaching the 50s yesterday, that really allowed for a lot of the leftovers, ice and sleet and anything that accumulated to finish melting. There might be a few spots here and there, but after we get through today, most of that, all of that will be gone. Satellite and radar not sweeping completely clear. We did increase the cloud cover, so today's skies will start off mostly cloudy and then turn to partly cloudy into the afternoon. I do think that we'll manage to see some sunshine as we get into later today. Temperatures are starting off on the colder side. We are in the 30s across central Texas and the Brazos Valley. We have 35 degrees in Waco, 35 in Temple, 36 in the city of Killeen. Mostly cloudy there. Skies are clear in Hillsboro. You're currently sitting at 34 and 31 degrees. A lot chillier there in Mejia. That morning bus stop forecast is looking this way. It's still going to be relatively cold. So as the kids are getting ready for school, to go back to school, that is, temperatures will be on the colder side. We're looking at lower to middle 30s, really depending on where you're at. So you're going to want to make sure that they have those extra layers and that you also have those extra layers as you are heading off to work or wherever you need to be this morning. As we get into later today, temperatures will climb into the lower 40s by 9 o'clock. Skies will turn mostly sunny, and temperatures will be reaching the middle to upper 50s already by lunchtime. Those afternoon highs are going to be reaching 60 degrees. I think some of our northern counties will reach the lower to maybe middle 60s, while some of our southern counties more middle 60s to maybe even upper 60s. The further down south you get, I think the warmer it'll get. But I know I'm excited for that. A lot of us have been, stuck inside and due to the wintry precipitation that we had, the winter weather, the cold temperatures. Well, that's not going to be the case today. As I said before, it's going to be the warmest day of the week. And I'm going to say enjoy it because we do cool down as we get into your Friday. Temperatures dropping into the upper 40s tomorrow, and then we really cool down on Saturday. That is, despite the amount of sunshine that we're going to see, temperatures will only reach those 30s and then quickly rebounding as we get into the latter part of the weekend and into the work week next week. We'll also have some 60s in. But for today, partly cloudy with a high of 60 degrees, temperatures dropping into the upper 20s and 30s tonight. Tomorrow, we cool down with highs only in the upper 40s, but beyond that, it's looking to be a quite chilly